Hello and welcome to Healing Inspiration. I am Ramona, and today's reading is What is the Truth About Your Reputation at Work? And please like and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. Leave a wasp or a bee or something like that in the comments if this reading does resonate with you. If you would like a personal and private reading, I have an Etsy shop and the link is in the description box. Otherwise, you can just email me. I also have a pet reading. It's messages from your pet or whatever you want to ask about your pet. And that reading is $20, and all of the proceeds to that reading goes to an animal charity. So if you're interested in that, you can send me an email. So without further ado, we will get into your messages. So you chose the wasp spirit, and this is card number 64. Sometimes life stings. So from that, I almost feel like you might be a person who is pretty blunt. You're to the point. So they see you that way at work. That sometimes you might say things to other people that stings to them. And you may just be speaking the truth, but sometimes people don't like the truth. And it seems like you don't sugarcoat anything. And so there might be a little bit of fear of you, a little bit of intimidation in that sense, because people know that you're going to tell them the truth. On the other side of that coin, I think if someone actually wants to know the truth, they will come to you and ask you because they know they're going to get your honest opinion without just trying to be nice just to be nice. So I think it also earns you some respect. Then we have the rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. So they could see you also. It's like you have two different energies here. Like the bunny can be a little, I want to say, elusive. So maybe to some extent you like to remain elusive. And on the surface, you definitely seem like you're all cuddly and sweet and warm. And they feel like you're abundant, you're lucky. And the rabbit spirit also has that sexual energy. So they see you as fertile. And maybe you have also that air of sensuality about you. So for some people, there's a sexual attraction, or they think that in your life that you don't have any issues with attracting people in the romantic or sexual sense. And even if, I'm sure you've worked hard for wherever you are, but they also feel like you're just lucky. You know, how people don't want to take responsibility for their actions. And when they see someone succeeding, they like, oh, you're so lucky, but they don't see necessarily all the hard work, the education, and what you've put in behind the scenes. So they might think that you're not just a hard worker, but that you also got lucky, because then that takes them out of the responsibility of actually putting in the hard work to create their success. So there's some level of success they see here with you at your workplace. Then we have the High Priestess. So they certainly think you are intuitive. You're someone who has a lot of wisdom. You could have a higher education, or you just appear as though you do. They could feel like you're able to bring to light things that are in darkness, like you know mysteries, that you are someone who is very wise. And a lot of the things you say may, I'm sure, come from a place of spirit, but they feel like it's pretty cool the way you know things that maybe you shouldn't know. It's like you have the sixth sense about it. So definitely people at work, your true reputation at work is that people trust your judgment. And even though it stings sometimes, they do trust your judgment because they believe you're on point whenever you say things, which also could make people offended if your point is not the most favorable for them. Then you have the Ace of Wands, which the wands is in their head. So they find you inspirational. They think you have a lot of good ideas. There's definitely a lot of third eye chakra and something about your mind. So they feel like you have a higher, more advanced mind. They admire your intelligence and also your passion. So there is passion here. And this is also sexual energy, which comes along with the rabbit spirit. And sexual energy is also creative energy. So they can feel like you are creative in your line of work and you're able to come up with solutions to issues that other people may not have thought of. They can think you're also a visionary. And so you are very expansive in your thinking and your ability to foresee what is going to happen based on the choices that are made now and based on the work that is put in now. You may also have people that are sexually attracted to you because there is sexual energy here. So they think you're an attractive person. They may think you're well put together. They like your aesthetic. You're aesthetically pleasing. They may see a couple of you as having children, or they could foresee you having a lot of children, maybe, for some reason. Because this rabbit spirit, he has, two little bunnies there. So you may have 2 kids. Or you could also be someone who kind of helps to give birth to potential in others as well. And you're kind of like you could fertilize that in a way, like fertilize people's potential. You could see people's potential and be able to add some of the ingredients to actually start to make that potential grow in them. Next, we have flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. So you could be someone who wears floral patterns. You have flowers at your desk. Maybe you've received flowers. But with the flowers, there's also a feminine energy here. They could also think you smell good. And this is also that beauty aspect that's coming through. So they definitely feel like you're pleasant to look at. And some of you could work doing floral arrangements or something with beauty. So they can see you as someone who brings the beauty out in others. And how she's making a flower arrangement, so they could see you also as being able to be a good planner in arranging things and, creating events, or, however you do a project, you're able to put all the pieces in place in a very good way to make a successful event or create success of a project. Then we have environmentalist. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. So you may be someone who cares about the environment. That may be your profession, or it's something you do in your spare time. Here there is lavender. Maybe you like work with essential oils. Even in your spare time, or that's something you do in your work, or you work with animals. But people see you as someone who is very caring of your environment and what it looks like and keeping it healthy and beautiful. So yeah, I think this is like a lavender field. So you may be really like lavender. You may do things to decrease anxiety as well. And maybe they see that you have some anxious tendencies, but you do things to curb those anxious tendencies, such as using lavender. Then we have love affair. Beware, love affairs at work rarely end well. Don't lose your mind. So your reputation at work is there may be some people who would want to have a love affair with you, or maybe they even think that there's someone at work that you're really close to, that there may be a little bit of gossip on the side that you may be romantically involved with someone. Or if that's not the case, maybe they see you as someone either they'd want to have a love affair with, or that you are currently having a love affair, or they imagine that you have love affairs in your life based on your energy, your attractiveness, etc. Then you have moving up. Career is on the rise. New offers and opportunities. Salary increase. Go to the next level. So they could see you being a very successful person. Either you're already a successful person and you're still moving up, or they see that you're about to move up. Maybe you just got a promotion, just got a raise, or your boss has this in mind about you. But they definitely see you as someone who's not going to stay at the level you're at. They feel like you're going to continue to climb the ladder of success, and that you're a very inspired person, someone who is on the rise in your career. So I feel there's a level of inspiration here, of you being an inspiration to others, whether you do that actively or just by the fact of how you are at work and what you do in your own life. It could be inspiring to other people. They're like, if they can do it, I can do it. And it's also, I'm feeling that a lot of you in this pile do motivate others. And sometimes you can give them that motivation. It's from feeling like from a negative place, but it's you telling the truth. It's like, this is how you can improve. This is, what went wrong with this. This is, so you tell them like it is, and that doesn't always go over well, but I feel like ultimately it's like they respect your opinion and they respect you in general. Then we have bully. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. And that does go with that wasp spirit. So there could be a sense of people who are extremely sensitive that might find you to be a bully because you tell it like it is. And sometimes people just don't like to be corrected. And so there, as we mentioned in the beginning, there is an intimidation factor because they know you'll tell them like it is, especially if they're not doing what they're supposed to do, or they keep on making the same mistakes over and over, or, you know, they're not doing things up to par. Then we have storyteller. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. And the shadow is making up tales that harm others. So people could see you as a good public speaker. They like your voice. They like how you explain things. They see that you are able to articulate things in a creative way or express in a creative way, which they find interesting. You're definitely an interesting communicator. However you express yourself, you're not boring. That's your reputation, that you are not a boring person. And here she also has flowers coming out of her hair. Some of you may put flowers in your hair, or that's saying your hair smells good. Some of you could often be in a book. You could be a reader, a journaler, someone who could write music, write lyrics, write poetry, a creative of some form. Then we have step out of your comfort zone and try something new. So your reputation at work is someone who doesn't stay stagnant, because you have this moving up too. So you're willing to step out of your comfort zone and try new things. You may be also a person who offers new possibilities and options in your workplace. You know, we can make this more efficient. We can make our marketing better. We can, you know, change this about the product, change this about our service, and make it better. And you're not afraid to take risks, which can scare some people. You know, risk scares some people. And here I think it's interesting because all of these women have their eyes closed. So they can also see you as sometimes getting stressed out and needing to take a deep breath to just relax. Maybe some of you meditate or just get some anxiety and need a little rest. And you may take some mental breaks, take some deep breaths, you know, move away from people for a little while to recuperate as needed. There could be a lot of people that often see you looking down as well, like looking down at your work, looking down at a computer, looking down at what you're actually doing. So if they visually see you, it looks kind of like your eyes are closed. You know that? Like if you look at someone and they're looking down, it may appear like their eyes are closed, but they're not. But it's like you are focused on your work or whatever you're doing. I don't think you're often, I think your reputation is not that you're minding other people's business, even though you still are observant and are aware of what is going on around you. But you're mostly paying attention to your own business here. And then finally, your mindful message. Subconscious mind, and it does go with the High Priestess. I realize that subconscious beliefs or programs may be holding me back from my desires. For example, if I want money, I may have been told things growing up that I am subconsciously holding on to. So I go back to my past and release beliefs that no longer align, substituting them with ones that do. And here the eyes are kind of closed too. So people may feel like you tap into your subconscious mind and you do your own internal work. You also reflect on yourself, your own behaviors, habits, beliefs, and you apply that to your life. And I also feel that's a way that, and I feel like you have a lot going on in your mind. Like you think a lot, you're up in your head a lot, that you're reflecting a lot. They see you focusing on your inner life and your own truth. So I feel like your reputation also is you do generally stay to your own business. You know, you'll tell the truth, do your work, you'll lead or inspire others, you'll take risks, all of those different things. When it's time to speak or communicate or express something, that you're really good at doing that. Like you're in touch with your environment, you smell nice, you're a good-looking, attractive person, you're very fertile, and you're also very self-reflective. And I feel like your reputation is that you do generally mind your own business as well. And let's see if there's any other messages. I feel like you are celebrated. I don't know if you've gotten Employee of the Month or have gotten some accolades more recently, but I do feel like your reputation at work is that you're a celebrated individual, you're appreciated. I don't know if they express this or not, but they definitely appreciate you and your contribution at work. So that's about all I have for you, pile 1. I hope that resonated with you. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Namaste. Hi, pile 2, and welcome to your reading. This reading is: what is your true reputation in the workplace, or what is the truth about your reputation in the workplace, rather? And I don't know if I said this is Healing Inspiration and I am Ramona yet, but that is the truth. And if you would like a personal and private reading, I do have an Etsy shop, and the link is in the description below. If you would like to email me instead for a reading, you can do that. Then I do have a pet reading that is $20. It's messages from your pet, or if you have any particular questions about your pet, we can do that one. And all the proceeds from that reading does go to an animal charity if you're interested. So let's just, if this does resonate, if you could put a seahorse in the comments, like and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet, if you like this type of content. And let's just get into your reading. So you chose card number 53, Seahorse Spirit, Watch and Wait. So with the seahorse, I believe the male takes care of the babies. And so I feel like people think that you may be outside of the traditional values, or just traditionally maybe in your work or outside of what is typically done. Maybe you do things differently, and that's your reputation. That I think some people don't quite understand how you do things, but I think they're fascinated by it. They also feel like you're observant and you're a patient person. So that's a very positive aspect. Some of you could wear things on your head, scarves, headdress, hats. something that stands out. So there's definitely something that stands out about you visually. So let's get further into this. We have card number 29, Giraffe Spirit, see the big picture. So they see you, along with being observant, as seeing the bigger picture. So you could be that big picture thinker rather than being necessarily detail oriented. Not to say that you don't pay any attention to details, but you can see things from a higher perspective, see how all of the pieces work together, and so you have a different perspective too, which comes in alignment with, now I want to say out of the ordinary, but out of the traditional. People see you as. Some of you could be actually tall. You could have nice long eyelashes that people admire. And also, they feel like you're a good listener. Along with that patience, that you're a good listener. You may make good eye contact. You make very astute observations. That's card number 29. Then you have the Devil. Now, the Devil is a very hard worker. It's like they could see you as a workaholic even, but they see you as a very hard worker, someone who is tempting. They could be tempted by you, or they see you have a lot of temptations. Your eyes definitely stand out to people, and that eye contact, and there's a magnetic type of attraction to you. And once again, the hair kind of stands out. It's like all over the place. They also could think that you would be able to control them like a puppet. Like this man has these strings attached to this person. So they feel like not that you are necessarily controlling it all, but that you can make things happen just by the power of your will. Yeah, and there's a physical attraction element that people have to you. You may have just like a raw physical attraction. Some of you could be Capricorns. They could think you're very well established, that you have a firm foundation in your career, at work there. And you're very immovable. It's like a very immovable energy. Then we have the Ten of Wands. So your true reputation at work is that you're able to carry a very heavy load. That because the Devil is giving me some heavy energy, and so is the Ten of Wands. You may be carrying the load of others at work as well, but they feel like you're strong enough to do it. Like you're able and you're capable of carrying the load you do. So you could also be someone who has physical strength and works out, does some strength training, weight training. But I think they see you carrying the load of multiple people, honestly. some people, that your true reputation could be that they feel like you're going to be moving on from here because it's just too much. It could be a toxic workplace where they see you moving on pretty soon from where you're at. Like, I'm out of here. And maybe part of that is because you're understaffed and you've ended up taking on the load of others' work without in-kind compensation. And also, I mean, you're seen as a workhorse. They see you as taking on a lot. So they do like that. And I think they're also aware of that. But I don't know how open they're going to be to, like, I want to say they appreciate it. They're aware of it, but I don't know if this particular workplace minds. I mean, they're happy that you're taking on the responsibilities you are, and they see that you're capable of it. They feel like you're handling it well. There could be a manipulator at your workplace, someone who tries to manipulate you to do things. And it feels like you need a lighter place to work. It seems like you could be nearing burnout, and that could be part of your reputation at work. Maybe you've taken on too much of a burden and you're not going to be able to last that long and you're going to be heading out. Then we have music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. Some of you, obviously could be playing a musical instrument or be musical in some way. You could sing, dance, or they just hear you, watch you listening to music, or know about you going to concerts, going to musical events, going out dancing, different things like that. So I feel like your spirit is more lighthearted than the actual environment you're in. Then we have crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. So your energy could heal others. That could be part of your gifting, or like you could be transmuting some of the energy in your workplace, which also is getting to be too much of a burden, because it seems like you're a much more gentle person compared to your workload, the environment. So they may see you as, your reputation may be as someone who needs more of a creative outlet, something more spiritual, something more light. Because these cards are giving me a lighter vibe. Also these. Yeah, so your reputation is like you can handle the load that's on you, but people also have an awareness that your spirit is much lighter than that, and it would probably do you well to even move on, or they see you as moving on pretty soon. Next, we have celebration. And that's, that dancing. So maybe you enjoy going out. People know that about you, or they assume that you go out, you have a good time, you're more lighthearted, you're more free. It's like your vibe, this free, lighthearted, sweet, gentle, your spirit, even though you're very strong, but they think you may have a nice sense of humor, you're a free spirit, and it feels like you're tied down in this workplace. And it says plan for a joyful future, kick off the party activities and have a great time. So if they've ever celebrated with you, your reputation is you're just a lot of fun to be around. They enjoy you, they enjoy your company, they enjoy your contribution. You make work more fun, you make things more lighthearted. I think they enjoy your attitude, your kindness. You listen to people. You may observe them and compliment them. So you bring joy to your workplace, for sure. And it seems like you also carry more than your own responsibilities. Then we have social status. You will reach the heights of fame and society. Don't get arrogant. So I feel like you're someone who is well liked. If you don't have a high social status per se, you may, where in your workplace in comparison, or people see you rising to that social status, or being some kind of an influencer, whether it's going to be online or if you're going to do that, or if you are that in just your circle, your world. And maybe that's something that's in you to do, to be free from the status quo, be free from the traditional workforce. It feels like you need freedom, and I think there are people that recognize it. Some people can flourish in this environment, but it feels like your spirit needs freedom, to be free. Because your energy is very lighthearted. Some of you could do rainbow hair. So there's something like really cool about your hair also that stands out to others. And maybe that's reputation. Maybe you have a signature style, or, you know, something that really stands out there. Then we have destroyer. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. Intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. And here I feel like your reputation at work is you probably releasing this job and releasing whatever is destructive to you in your life, and recognizing it's too much of a burden, and actually freeing your spirit into something that is more in alignment with you, that's going to give you a more joyful, free, lighthearted existence, because you have that intoxication with destructive power. And I feel like that's something going on in your workplace or your realm of work. And if you continue to stay in this situation, it's like preventing you from reaching your dreams and the goals that you want to achieve. So they do see you releasing this workplace. You could also be releasing, some of you may have had some kind of an addictive tendency or bad habit, something like that you're releasing, or a relationship that could have been, not good for you, that you're releasing. Or you could be also moving into a different environment, community, that's going to match your energy, your more lighthearted energy. And next we have Father. Talent for creating and supporting life. Positive guiding light within a tribal unit. And then we have shadow attributes, dictatorial control and abuse of authority. So there's something like that in this workspace. And I feel like people see you as a positive guiding light in their community and someone who can be a positive guiding light in the wherever you are. And you could also be someone who's in astrology. You could be a husband or a father, or just have that vibe to you. It's like you have that ability to take on those responsibilities and work really, really hard. Be that leader and guide. But it's like your true home is more in that expansive freedom of the stars. And also with social status and seeing these stars here, it's like you're meant for more. So I think people do see you're meant for more. And you're meant to be free. And I feel once you leave this workplace, it's going to be such a relief. It's wow, it's going to be so enlightening and so freeing for you. Could have some masculine energies in this pile. Could be a father, want to be a father or a parent, and people could see that. Or maybe that's the type of the leadership style either you have or you would like in your work is that of more of a father. So someone who does take authority, but also is loving, caring, and, a guidance system rather than just a dictatorial or manipulative leadership style. Then we have look for the signs and synchronicities. And here we have the crystals again, which are standing out. And then the butterflies here are reminding me of that freedom and the rainbow of, not conforming to societal standards or your workplace standards. It's like, it's just not the fit for you. You need to move into a lighter energy, and that is your reputation. Like you do have this lighter, more ethereal, free-spirited, hippie vibe, like being into synchronicities. Obviously, tarot, you're here. And I feel like if you were looking for a sign, I think this is saying that it is going to be beneficial for you to leave this particular workplace. Some of you could have like a VW bug if that's Volkswagen something. You're needing to cleanse your energy of this place and reach to new heights. It's like a burden needs to be lifted from you. And I think people do in your workplace do feel like you are burdened there. Then we have edge of greatness. The universe is opening doors for me, bringing opportunities my way. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. So there's a lot of stars here as well. So there may be something in your astrology, in your chart. And I feel like your true reputation at work is that it's pretty much time for you to go out on your own, go to a lighter environment, somewhere where you'll be more free to be yourself, to not have to be under like a dictatorial control or the manipulation of wherever your workplace is. It's like you're more heart-centered and aligned to a much more joyful, free, spiritual, magical energy. And I think people recognize that it's dulling your shine to be here. So when that opportunity knocks, and you'll see the synchronicities in the sign, it's your sign to take it. So this is your reputation at work. If this resonated, please put a seahorse or a giraffe in the comments. Like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you like this type of content. And I thank you so much for coming to my channel. I hope this reading inspired you and informed you. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Namaste. 3, and welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose this Canary Spirit card. Canary Spirit, sing your own song, card number 12. And this is, what is your true reputation at work? And please like this video if it resonates. Subscribe to my channel if you like this type of content. And if you would like a personal and private reading, you can take a look in the description box. There's a link to my Etsy shop. Also, my email is down there. You could email me for a reading instead. Then if you would like messages from your pet or a pet reading of some kind, I do offer those for $20 that you need to email me for. And the proceeds to that reading will go 100% to an animal charity. And let's just get into your reading. What is your reputation at work? So the vibe of sing your own song. That's your reputation at work, is that you're authentic. You're who you truly are. You speak with grace and authority. You're not concerned about what other people think about you. You do things your way. And it's like you're the queen or the king. Your voice is admired. People like your voice. It could be your singing voice. It could just be the way you speak, the tone of your voice. But they see you as sweet and cute and just authentic and real. A lot of musical stuff comes through these readings, so you could be musical also. Then we have card number 34, the Hummingbird Spirit. Be here now. And this is a very high vibe creature, so people see you as high vibrational. They see you as joyful, unique, sweet, tender. Some of you could be small in stature, but there's this like cute, sweet, because a canary's pretty small and a hummingbird's pretty small, but it's just this kind of adorable. They think you're adorable. We have yellow and we have green here, and both small birds. But they definitely see you as very high vibrational and someone who moves quickly. You could move very quickly or be very light on your feet. You're someone they see as remaining in the present moment. Like they see you as joyful as well. They feel like you're a happy and a positive person. I think you bring joy to your environment. They feel like you're lighthearted in your nature. Sometimes people might think you're high because of your high vibe. Maybe some of you do dabble, but they just think that, you're just high vibe or high, depending on how they see the energy, but they feel like you're in good spirits. Some of you might hum or whistle. Some of you they may see you as having a sweet tooth, or just that you yourself are very sweet. Your mouth, your lips are significant. So you may have a very nice mouth, teeth, a nice smile, a very welcoming face. Some of you could be petite, but not necessarily. This just gives me like that adorable sense about you. Then we have the Seven of Cups. So people may see you as a daydreamer, someone very dreamy, someone up in your head. It's kind of Pisces energy, just going along, la-ti-da, like just kind of up in the clouds, a daydreamer, someone, who's, yeah, I don't know what other way to put it, but, daydreamy. They could see you as dreamy also. They could see you as having a lot of choices, a lot of options. Maybe they feel like you're a little bit indecisive, but maybe that's also because you have a lot of options. Some of you could be a water sign and just very go with the flow in your own pattern. Like they don't see necessarily a rhyme or a reason to your patterns and your nature. You're just kind of over here and over there and like wherever the wind blows. And you're fine with that. You're comfortable with that. They could also always feel like you're contemplating something, the meaning of life. It could just be that you're contemplating lunch, but it's really they think you're contemplating the meaning of life. That's actually their imagination at least. Or maybe you are. Then we have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant, particularly in this deck, someone very joyful. Look how joyful he is, in alignment, enlightened, like high vibrational, moving up the ladder toward the light. This is the guru energy, the teacher. They see that you could be a spiritual leader. But whatever you do it joyfully and you're in the moment. You could be into yoga, into meditation. They could feel like you could teach them a few things, that you're a leader, a guide, someone who they could learn a lot from. They see you as an authority on spiritual matters, on life, possibly. It's like you have access to a lot of knowledge. And you have that Zen vibe to you. Zen and joyful vibe. Someone who lives in the present moment and makes the most out of life. At least that's your reputation in the workplace. Then we have Builder. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. You could physically build things, statues, stairs, but they can see you building something. Some of you might be like in the middle of building a house, or that's something you want to do, or building a business. So they see you doing that. So they feel like you're a builder. You're not a destroyer. You're not someone who is just working for someone else, that you are building your own thing, creating your own way. You could be into fitness, because this is like a yogi and this person is very strong. And And then we have school, and that goes along with the Hierophant. So some of you may be seeking higher education, or you are connected spiritually in such a way that you have higher knowledge. This can be advanced education, or you're advanced in the spiritual realm. And once again, this is the vibe of teacher. So people see you, your reputation at work is as a teacher, a mentor, someone who has a lot of knowledge and the ability to disseminate that knowledge in a very joyful, authentic, lighthearted way. It is like you're a guru. We have fertility, which is an egg, and you had 2 birds. It's time to think about family life and children. Don't sacrifice family for career. And maybe this is saying people see you as someone who wants a family or has close connections to your family, or they see you as part of their family, like their work family. Could be a very family-oriented person, or wherever you are, you create family. And they feel like they're that close to you. Some of them could see you having children or working with children, or being very good with children or young people. Someone who can inspire, lead, and guide young people, or people who are like newer souls on this planet. Like you have that more advanced vibe, even though you have the lighter, more joyful energy. It's like you've advanced in they see you, your reputation as someone who is more spiritually progressed. Then we have helping hand. Need others to assist with services, increase productivity. No one can handle it all. So it does seem like you help others, but it's like not to the detriment of yourself. They feel like you know how to delegate, you know how to balance yourself in your life. It's like you're good at what you do. Whatever you do, you're good at it. And whatever you put your hand to is successful. But you make the most of your life and keep it in balance. And your reputation is that, you'll go on vacation and not worry about work, or you'll hang out with your friends and family and be fully present. It's like whatever you do, you're fully present. They also feel like you're a giving person, a person who knows how to delegate well, and someone who can see the gifts and abilities in others and, apply them accordingly. You don't try to do everything yourself. You like to give yourself peace and balance and to stay in that high vibe energy. And so you don't let anything get you down. It's like you're not weighed down. At least that's the way they see you. And part of the vibe I'm getting here, it's like you live your life like it's a vacation. Not in that you don't do anything, but that, you enjoy it, you explore it. It's a journey. It's not the destination. It's, you find the joy. Then And you have hero, heroine, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Shadow attribute, escapism, a false sense of heroism. So people could see you as a hero, but this is also like the journey of like a pilgrimage, kind of like your life is a pilgrimage. And it feels like you do give people a hand up, not a hand out. And there could, like that guru energy, people could see you as their hero or their heroine. I don't feel like that's what you see yourself as. You just live your life. You kind of, follow the leading of your spirit, of your heart, and you're on this journey, this pilgrimage of life here on earth. And I think your reputation at work is as someone who makes the most of it. You make things look easy as well. That's part of your reputation. Like climbing this mountain actually is very hard, but you make it look easy. And it feels like your attitude does that, and your spirit, and how you choose to live your life. And I think that's very admired. You're admired, which is your true reputation at work. And then we have Prince, romantic charm and potential for power. Shadow is using power for self-aggrandizement. So people feel you're charming, you're charismatic. You may have some tricks up your sleeve. You could have some suitors or be pursuing someone romantically, or you could have a general romantic vibe to you. You enjoy romantic music, flowers, candles, just flowy clothing. There's like an air of romance to you. Then we have get creative and excite your imagination with wonder. So this goes with the dreamy part. So people could see you as being artistic and always say creative. Definitely creative. But someone who has a lot of creative projects, a lot of things that you like invest your time and energy into, and you're just excited by whatever you do. And it's like once you get an idea, because it's like someone who's very dreamy, an ideas person, it's like you have a sense of awe and wonder about you and your energy. And it just makes life more beautiful. It's like there you are at the drawing board, and I think people are awe-inspired by you. They wonder about you. They definitely feel you're very imaginative. And you may have like a creative corner, a little desk. They might see, your art around, art pieces, being surrounded by plants, by succulents. Maybe you're really interested, I want to say, in botany or in horticulture, watercolors. You could have a very nice space in general, workspace. And next we have recharge. I invite magic into my life always. Every day I grow my connection to this earth. If I am ever feeling low, I simply step outside and appreciate the natural miracles in this life. Being in nature lifts my spirits and recharges my energy. So, yeah, I think that does definitely go into alignment with this. Like, you invite magic into your life, and people see that. You know, you're connected to the earth, to nature, to ebbs and flows of life. And even if you're low, you do what you can to recharge and be back in a positive vibe. And to keep yourself in balance. And it seems like your reputation is that you care for yourself, you care for your environment, and you don't stress out too much. Not that you never feel low, because it says, if I am ever feeling low, I simply step outside and appreciate the natural miracles. So there's magic and there's miracles that surround you that people see. Some people may have said, wow, that was miraculous. You did a miracle for me, or you are a miracle for me, or you're magical. It's like you have some kind of, or you've done some kind of magic, or you've put a spell on me. People could also see you as being very natural, in touch with nature, using natural products, a more natural diet, natural fabrics, a natural aesthetic, whatever that means to you. So this is your true reputation at work. Sounds pretty great. I hope that informed and inspired you and gave you some insight. I thank you so much for coming to my channel. If this resonated with you, put a hummingbird or a canary in the comments, like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you like this reading and you would like to see more. I thank you so much for coming here and listening to this. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening, wherever you are in the world. Namaste.